Huawei AppGallery have a fantastic offer running up until the end of October. Every euro you spend in-game will convert to a diamond. You can then take your diamonds and redeem awesome vouchers in the game to enable you to make more pack purchases. On top of this, we have the loyalty coupons and VIP rewards to make your money go even further. Now, you do need to make sure your app region is on Italy or Netherlands to take advantage of this, and all of the links are in the description below, guys. If you're not using this, you're doing it wrong. Save money with Huawei AppGallery. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Jade Wyrm familiar, the new army talent that just came out today. Now, I did do a 3-hour live stream this afternoon where we done a whole bunch of camp testing to work out where this familiar works best at. Is it worth it? And, you know, if you do unlock it, where are you going to use it? Like, what is the application of this new army skill? If you want to check that stream out, you can do so. The link is in the description below if you'd like to check out the 3-hour live stream that we done today. But I know not everyone's got 3 hours to go for a stream, so this is a bite-sized video just to basically give you the outcome of what we've found from our testing today. Just some final thoughts, and again, the applications I feel that this familiar would be good for. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you know, guys, the familiar came out today, the new army talent. I was expecting big things from the army talent that goes onto the Jade Wyrm, because this is a full pay-to-play familiar. You can't merge these packs. You have to buy all the packs to max this thing out. So, I mean, yeah, it's not the cheapest thing to do in the game for sure. So I expected an army talent, which only opens at level 60, to be really, really good. And when I first saw it, that's exactly what I thought. Check it out. At level 10, it reduces damage inflicted by enemies by 9%, which sounds huge when 4% of your troops have fallen. And that's the real key here to this, the fact that they procs so early at 4%. Wow, that's procs so early in the battle. And not only that, there's no time limit like the Helldrider or the Bunny or Frostwing or Bee have. There's no kind of like limit to how effective this will be, like Pyrus, Tempest Light. There's no time limit on it. It lasts for the entire battle. So this thing procs really early in the battle and lasts for the entire battle. So yeah, I mean, on paper, looks absolutely amazing. I was absolutely frothing at the mouth when I saw this morning. I was like, oh my goodness, the game changer has arrived. But has it? Well, the answer is no. The game changer hasn't arrived. I'll leave this screen up for the moment. So we done a bunch of testing on wonders. We tested it on 424s. We tested it just with troops. We tested it with just the familiar on its own. We tested it up against the things like the shield familiar. We tested it against the griffin. I tested it against some of the pack 5 fams. We went thorough on the camp testing today on that live stream. We tested it with heroes, without heroes, with other familiars, just on its own, all sorts. We certainly put the Jade Wyrm through its paces today, and a very similar kind of result, a very similar pattern started to emerge. It actually was very similar to the Helldrider, the kind of way it operated. It doesn't really offer you any more attack. Again, it kind of just mitigates your losses a little bit. You know, it doesn't make you take quite as much damage, but doesn't really do any more damage either. So it's almost like a pacifist, but it does stop you from losing quite as many troops, but doesn't really affect the outcome of the battle. So what I mean is, if you've got this in, if you get countered, you're still going to get knocked out. If you hit like for like, you're probably going to lose, because although you're losing less troops, your damage output's not as high as of your opponent. So they're doing more damage to you, you're probably going to lose. So it doesn't really change much in the way of wonders. And the same is said for spear marches as well. We tested it out in the spears. We tested out it versus the shield familiar. The shield familiar, once again, coming out on top in comparison to the Jade Wyrm. And when we put other familiars with it and switched out something like the Griffin, for example, again, you're taking Griffin away, you're losing damage output. We may have lost a few less troops on our spear, but the purpose of a spear is to do as much damage as possible to the target you're hitting. So do you want to take damage away? No, you want to increase damage, not take it away. and the Jade Wyrm just takes away more of your damage. So for a spear, again, it's just absolutely useless for a spear. Again, just reconfirming what I just said there. If I go to my battalions and show you my familiar lineup, this is my basic familiar lineup here for my 857. And again, if you look at each one of these familiars I have selected, all 5 of these familiars are damage output. You know, think of these as attack. You know, this one that reduces the damage you're receiving is almost like it's buffing your HP. So it's almost like taking away attack and putting in HP. That's not something you would really do, right? So yeah, I just found that even if we took out the Griffin, we took out the Bunny, even if we take out one of these other pack 5s over on the left here, the Blackwing, the Garg, or the Bond, yes, we lost a few less troops, but the outcome was the same, whether it was a victory or a defeat. And also we done way less damage by removing the attacking familiar. So for me, as well as the Helldrider, I don't really feel like it's that great in Wonders at all. In fact, Jade Wyrm I believe is worse than Helldrider for the Wonders. I wouldn't say it should be put into a Wonder March at all after the testing I've done today. The Helldrider, it does work slightly different because it freezes a squad. Helldrider does have some potential use, and again, I'm not going to go into too much about the Helldrider because this is a Jade Wyrm video, but because the way this familiar operates, the way it freezes one entire squad, potentially it does have some use against certain things at Wonders, like if you're defending, for example, and someone sends a 208 or a 055 or a spear march even, you've got the potential. This could potentially be good, but it's very situational. You know, very situational indeed. And so because of that reason, I don't like the variable of it working or not working depending on what's being sent. That's why I'm not a big fan of it, but it does have some potential uses for Wonders, but again, very situational. So with the fact I've just said that Jade Wyrm, in my opinion, is no good for Wonders and absolutely no good for spears, what exactly is this familiar, and why has it been released? Honestly, guys, I think that the clue is in the name, Divine Fire. Notice it's called Divine. What else have we had released recently in the game? Divine Troops. And what do Divine Troops do in the Sanctuary? Divine Troops save like 60% of a person's castle's troops and stop them from being red dead. They let them bring them back to the castle. It's, you know, it's the recent update and it's called Divine Troops. Well, now we have Divine Fire. And I honestly believe this is along the same kind of lines of that. It's to protect castles. This right here, guys, believe it or not, is a 1600 Brilliant Orb Pact 5 Wall Familiar. Yeah, it's a Wall Familiar. This goes onto your wall and it's going to basically prevent you from taking as much damage. Rally traps, solo traps, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care, because your rally traps and solo traps just got a massive buff. This is going to benefit traps in such a huge way. With only 4% of the troops needed to be lost before it procs, it's absolutely fantastic. You're going to get an early proc relatively quickly. Like if you've got 20 million troops in your castle, which most solo traps have got less than 20 mil, you've only got to lose like 800,000 troops before this thing's going to proc. And again, if you've got like 30 mil, it's like 1.2 mil troops. So again, you're going to get a real nice early proc on this, and it does a great job of reducing damage. It truly does. We tested it out today. We saw it for ourselves. The damage that you take is less. So your troops are going to last longer in your castle. It's a fantastic, really good familiar for defending your castle. So if you are a rally trap, if you are a solo trap, if you're a person that runs a relatively lower comp, then this could potentially be a fantastic familiar to put on your wall. Will I be getting it? I mean, maybe in the future, but I'm in absolutely no rush because of the type of account I have, because I'm a rally lead. I've got extremely high base stats because of my castle stars being completely almost maxed out, and their artifacts are pretty high as well. So do I need to worry about this Jade Wyrm? I'm not too fussed. I've already got a pretty solid wall. If anybody attacks me, trust me, they're going to feel the pain when they walk into this wall, especially these familiars. These do operate really well. I mean, these pack 5 familiars I'm currently using also proc at 4%. So I mean, these are fantastic, you know, but just imagine, right, if you've got the free pack 5 familiars on there, you've got the Jade Wyrm, and then you've got one of these new level 3 familiars. You know, let's say for example, 100% you're going to be taking this rally party. You got like 30 rallies on you. You know you're going to take it in infantry wedge. You go ahead and you put this Shaman's Blessing on for the extra 60% infantry attack and 60% infantry HP when 5% of your infantry troops are fallen. Put that on as well. Take out that range one and then put Jade Wyrm here at the end. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, you could even possibly take out one of the... if you've got Held Rider, you could even go one step further. Take that out as well. Don't even bother with the pack 3s and just go with Jade Wyrm and Held Rider. 3-pack 5s like that, and then Jade Wyrm and Held Rider. You literally have a packed 5 wall defense. Ooh, there's some real interesting combinations that you can put together now. But yeah, Jade Wyrm, wall familiar, guys. It's a 1600 orb wall familiar. Now, if you disagree with that, let me know down in the comments. If you've done testing that says otherwise, that this is actually fantastic for wonders, I want to hear it. Because like I said, we've done 3 hours worth of camp testing. The live stream is up on the channel if you want to check the 3-hour stream out and see exactly all the testing we've done. If you've got any kind of like different opinion on it, if you've done other testing and you think I'm wrong, I want to hear it. Because if I'm wrong, then god damn, I want to hear it, guys. But based on my findings, based on the numbers I saw today, I'm pretty set on my opinion. I said my opinion on Held Rider. I was pretty accurate on Held Rider, and I think I've got this spot on as well. I think it is literally a pack 5 wall familiar. They're basically strengthening people's defenses to make them stronger and lose less troops, which is something which fits into the theme of what IGG have been doing lately, especially with things like Divine Troops. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't forget to smash that like button. That's the summary of the Jade Wyrm. Is it worth getting? Like I say, it depends on your situation. But hopefully that was the information that you wanted to hear. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates and action, and I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.